Hello everybody, welcome back to What's Buzzin' at the Bee. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have lots of new stuff to talk about today. It is the 1st of May, so we've got a few things that we just want to highlight today. First up, we have a few classes that we're going to show. I'm going to show some at the beginning and some at the end, but a few quilt project classes. So first up, in May, we've got Miss Hogan over here. This one is going to be May 17th from 2 to 5. That's a Friday. Beautiful quilt there designed by Amy here at the Quilting Bee. And then next up, we have the Simply Serene, which is also May 17th. That one's from 10 to 2. And then we've got Orla, which is right next to it. That one is May 11th from 10 to 1, and that one is a Saturday class. It is also one of the Next Steps class, so if you take that one, then you'll get coupons to take the binding techniques and basting. So a good beginner class. And then at the very last quilt that we're going to show over here is Lloyd the Llama, which is one of the adorable little animal quilts that we have that we use to cuddle with. So it's very fluffy, and that one is going to be on May 22nd from 10 to noon. That one is on a Wednesday. And that one is also a 2-part class, so you have to make sure that you can make it to both of those if you want to join us for that. And the second class is May 29th. Okay, so those are some of the fun classes coming up in May that are more quilt style. We've got some more project-based classes as well that we're going to show you at the end of today's video. But we'll get started up front here first. We'll go over our notion of the week. This week we've got all of these handy machine quilting items. So you've got your machine quilting gloves, various different styles. We've got some quilting paddles, some discs, and some different tools that will help you in your machine quilting needs. So these will all be 20% off this week, so be sure to come in and check those out. We also have a new bag of the month for May, and this month we're very excited. We're doing the Stadium bag from Auntie's 2. So it is these clear vinyl bags that work great for any events that you may go to where you need a clear bag, or they'd also just be perfect for a little beach bag or picnic. And we've got a few different colors. Right now we have purple and pink, both in very cute batiks. And we do have a couple other colorways coming shortly, but for now we'd have the pink and purple. So keep your eye out for those. Come on in and you can check these out. You can see the size in person, hold them, feel them. You can see they've got little pockets on the inside. So they are very cute and also very practical. So we are very excited that we have little kits for those this month. Okay, and some new fabric. We absolutely love these peppered cottons from Studio E. They are beautifully woven fabrics. They work very nicely for garments, and you can also use them in other projects as well. But they are very nice. They work great as bag linings, all kinds of things. They've got beautiful depth, and they are incredibly soft as well. So some beautiful new colors of those, and those will just be right back over in our woven section. Okay, moving on over here to this table, we've got a couple new sort of blender collections. The first one here is 24/7 grain. It's kind of a very cool sort of wood grain look to it. This one is from Hoffman. And we've got various colors here that we're just gonna have over on our color wall. Same with these really neat prints from Studio E. These are called Tempest. And they've got just this really cool, almost feathered look to them. Very saturated in color, really nice, and got lots of depth here. Very cool sort of print. So we are very excited to see what everyone does with these ones. And then another thing we are very excited to have here is we just recently got in the newest Aliso irons from Tula Pink. This is the iron that she designed. So you've got, of course, this really bright hot pink color for the main part of the iron. You've got her classic fairy dust, but instead of the little birds, you've got the adorable little fish. They're even here. So when you fill up the water, you'll see the little shadows of the fish. So this is very cool. We are super excited to have this one here. Most of them have already been spoken for, so we just have this one at the moment. But if you come in and this one is gone, be sure and we'll put you in the wants book so that when we get in more, we'll call you first and let you know so you can get your hands on one. But that is very awesome. It is the classic sort of auto lift function. Very high-end iron in the classic Tula Pink styling. So we are very excited about that one. Okay, now we're gonna head down this section. We've got a new sample to show off with the Midas Touch collection that we have shown before. But we did this beautiful Rockport tote, which is also an Auntie's 2 pattern. And the outside of this bag is actually the panel that goes with this collection. So this is the one we used here. So you can use any of the different panels for this bag. It works great for that. These ones are large enough that you can do a whole bag. Various colorways. And this is the pattern right here that goes with this one. And we used some of the yardage in the collection for the accents. So the handles and all of the binding on here. And then you've got it on the bottom on the inside as well. So we think it turned out so nice. The metallic gold just makes it pop. It just looks fabulous. So that one is amazing, and we'll have that just right up here so anyone who stops by can take a look at that. And turning into our modern section here, right on the end cap, we've got a new collection from Art Gallery Fabrics. This one is called Heirloom. Really beautiful, sort of eclectic color palette for this one. You've got kind of those soft peach colors, and then you also have these pops of blue, which really brings it to life. So lots of beautiful florals, and of course some of their classic sort of more modern elements. You've got some geometric and some other little plaids in here as well. There's even this really beautiful sort of paisley stripe print that I think would be really cool to use with lots of different things. And we've got some fat quarters of that one as well. So if you're coming by, you can maybe grab one of those. Okay, and then also we are doing a little sale for the small business week here at the Quilting Bee. So all of our boutiques are going to be 20% off. So we've got all of these wonderful boutiques all sorts of different colors. We've got lots of options. We always have our batik stocked. So we've got a few different sort of fat quarter bundles and yardage. All of it will be 20% off through this Saturday. So if you need to stock up on batiks, be sure to come in this week. We also have another half aisle filled with batiks on this side as well. So lots of gorgeous fabrics to choose from. Another thing we're doing this week is on Saturday, it's going to be May 4th. So we are doing a little Star Wars theme. So May the 4th be with you. We've got this Star Wars quilt that we just put together using the half hexies. So you've got this fabric here from Camelot and this awesome Star Wars theme. And the kit that goes along with this one is just this one right here. So just this Saturday, which is May 4th, we are also doing a little sale on these too. So this kit will also be 20% off, and any of the fabric collection that we have with it will also be 20% off. So a little Star Wars sale for any Star Wars nerds out there, or maybe you know someone who would appreciate it. It'd be a fun little sale to come to on Saturday as well. Okay, and then right on the end cap here, we've got another really beautiful blender collection. This one is called Lush from Windom. Got lots of beautiful colors here, some brighter, more saturated colors on the top box, and then below we've got a few more muted, softer tones with this one. So lots of good color variety. We've got colorways in both here in the fat quarter bundles. So you've got a few different options, and the print itself is just a really beautiful, soft sort of floral foliage print. So you could use it the whole thing if you like the print on a larger scale, but it also works really nicely if you want to cut it up into smaller pieces, because then you get more of that depth from the different colors in here. Okay, and then turning our attention up here to the Gnarly quilt, which is hanging. This is a really cool sort of interlocking geometric pattern. The quilting here just really accentuates all of that. It's a really gorgeous quilt, very modern. And this is going to be our kit of the week. So this one is going to be 20% off through this week as well. So we're gonna highlight that one. So if you come into the store to take a look at it, we'll make sure to give you the 20% off if you come in this week for it. Okay, and then coming up to the counter here, we've got a few more of those classes that I mentioned at the very beginning. These are more project-based classes. So first up, we've got Kids Camp here. This one is taught by Kathy, perfect for young people that want to get into sewing. And this one is coming up. This one is this Saturday, May 4th, from 1 to 3. So be sure if you know somebody who would like to join that class, or you know a young person who would enjoy it, be sure to give us a call and sign them up for that. Next up, we've got the Twigs the Owl class. This one is coming up on May 8th from 10 to 2. It is on a Wednesday as well. This is one of Grace's stuffy classes, so she is a pro now at the stuffed animals. This is her pattern, and she's going to teach you how to do this adorable little guy here. Okay, and then we also have this adorable geranium dress. This one is coming up on May 7th from 1 to 5. So this is like a garment. This would be a garment class. It's a small little girl's dress. The pattern comes in a variety of sizes. So be sure to take a look at that, but it's a really just adorable little girl's dress. And then a bag class that we have coming up is the tool tote here. And this one is on May 29th from 10 to 2. And this one is a great little sort of mini duffel styling. It does have a frame in the top, so it opens up wide open like this. You've got all of these little pockets in the side, perfect for carrying all of your sewing notions. And then it folds back up into a nice little bag shape. We used Kate's fabric for this one, so you've got some of her adorable little stamps and marbles. Teresa also used this faux leather for the top, which I think is a really, really cool touch. Okay, and last but not least, we've got the paper piecing party here. This one is on May 21st from 10 to 1. That is a Tuesday. And this one you can either come in and Grace will give you the pattern for one of these guys to practice on, or you can bring your own paper piecing pattern and she will help you along with that. So that one's always a good class. Okay, lots of information today, but you can go back and watch it all again if you want to after we're done here. We will be on Whatnot later today. We'll have lots of the things that we showed in today's live over on Whatnot later today. As always, if you have any requests, you can comment on here or send us a message and we'll be sure to add that to today's show. A little note on that as well. Next week is going to be a little different. We're actually going to be doing the fabric show like we normally have on Wednesdays in the afternoon on Tuesday. So Tuesday afternoon is when we're going to be doing our fabric show. So you'll actually get a little sneak peek of what we're going to be showing on Wednesday on Tuesday if you watch that show, which will be fun. And then on Wednesday afternoon, we'll still be doing a show on Wednesday on Whatnot, but it will actually be hosted by Grace and Kate. So that'll be really fun. They'll be showing you lots of the things that they create and some fun patterns and such. So definitely this week, go onto Whatnot and save those two shows so that you'll be notified when we start, just because they will be a little different. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of a change, but we will roll with it. But definitely be sure to come to today's show where we have lots of this good stuff that we showed today. I think that is all for everything that we have to share with you. If you have any questions about any of the classes or anything that we have going on this month, be sure to either comment here or give the store a call. But yeah, I think that is it for today. So thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate everyone who watches and these videos. So thank you so much. And we will see you next week for another What's Buzzin' at the Bee.